Hey everybody, this is Dane at Jonah Guitars, and this is a Yamaha I have on the bench. I'm foregoing my typical late Sunday night edit and upload of the acoustic guitar build that I'm on currently. I just don't have any content for that guitar this week. That whole guitar has been kind of content driven, just having to do stuff on it just to get a video out. And I've had a lot of other stuff going on, so you can see it's Yamaha FG700S. And so I'm going to show you the tuner. And then I'm going to tell you what's wrong with it. You guessed it, it's out of tune. No, that's not it. So what it is that this guy's dog knocked it off the guitar stand and the neck cracked. Now get right up in there nice and close. This was described to me by his parents as completely being broken off, and so I said, well, I can probably fix it, but let me see it. And he's really attached to this guitar, so they were giving him money to buy a new one. And I said, oh, I can fix that. No worries. Anyway, so right now it has string tension on it, and you saw what it was tuned to. So that's all the much it went out of tune by having the peg head cracked and tipped back, or forward rather, by 3/16 of an inch down here at the most open spot. But it's a learning thing. This in this position will allow me to get glue in there much more easily without having to twist the thing myself with one hand while I try to fish the glue in there with another. And that's not a pun. I don't think I'm going to use fish glue. I think I'm going to use Titebond on this one. So anyway, I'm going to loosen the string tension and make sure it flexes back and flushes out well. And then I will put tension back on it if it does close up nicely. Put the glue in it and then release the tension and then clamp it. So let's, I'm going to get set up for that and I'll bring you back in. All right, so this is with one clamp on it. It seemed to clamp the best with the clamp flat on top of the headstock and right up in about the middle of the break here. So that's came together very tight. And I'll flip it over. And it came together even better over here. You can't even hardly see it. There's nothing to feel here either. Just a little tiny bit right at the end here. I may do a secondary clamp out here once I get it going. So a little bit of an edge here. Oh, get in the shot, Dane. A little bit of an edge here. There again, this will sand out. I don't know if I'm going to try to do this with, any cosmetics to this, or just get it glued up and sand it so it doesn't feel like there's a ledge on it, and then let him have it back. So anyway. Okay, now we're all set up. So let me tell you what's going to happen. I got a wet rag here. I got several dry towels around. I got the Titebond. And I'm using Titebond because, one thing, it has a longer open time than any of the other animal type glues, fish glue or hot glue. I tend to use fish glue more than anything these days because hot glue is kind of a pain to work with because of the temperature and the speed needed. This is probably what this guitar was put together with, so I have no qualms about using it for the repair. And it's great for this particular joint. I don't know if it was noticeable before, but this is where the scarf joint is going across right here. And I'm looking for it. I don't really even see it on the side. Oh, it goes up here, up past the tuners. Can you see that? Get the camera back there. Yeah, it's a slight shadow. You can probably see that line. Anyway, so that's where the scarf joint is. So it didn't fail at the glue joint. I had a little bit of a discussion with a guy in comments on somebody else's video about glue joints being stronger than the wood, and I contend that the glue is stronger than the wood after repair, and I've seen it proven many times. You might also see a lot of people with these types of repairs putting glue in and then jamming a toothpick or a razor blade or a feeler gauge or something like that down into the joint. Well, the way this tightened up so nicely, I don't think I'm going to do that. I'm going to put Titebond in it. I'm going to do a round one, basically, Titebond. Let it kind of drain in there, or run in there. And then I have an air hose, and I'm going to use air pressure to blow this glue down into the joint. And that works pretty well. The bad thing about doing that is you kind of get glue everywhere. And that's why I have this paper towel down here on my bench. But I think I'm going to make it 2 paper towels so that I don't have... I have this camera thing up here that I keep banging. I hang my iPhone on. All right, enough yapping. I don't want to get too crazy with the air because it does go everywhere. Put some more glue on top of this joint here. Oops, I just shot that all over myself. Going to go ahead and put some more in there. I think that's probably enough. All right, now we loosen the strings. And watch this thing. I'll have to call him back. All right, drop my wet rag. Glue on this tuner I want to get off. All right. I'm going to replace these strings. They're not new, and they're also probably wouldn't take another retightening. The E and the B like to snap after you've loosened them up a few times. Well, that one just snapped anyway, and I just taking it off. Okay. All right, so I am going to flex this a little bit, like that, and that'll help work that glue down inside that joint as well. Get that nut out of the way. I'm seeing squeeze out way down in the little area here. Yeah, that's good. All right, lay it down real quick. I don't care about the other end at this point. And because of the way this was all situated as far as the brake goes, I don't have to worry about I didn't have to take the tuners off, anything like that. This isn't going to get splined or anything. This is a pretty straightforward brake. Probably the easiest peghead or headstock brake to repair that there is. And let me move this camera again. Good, okay. Dry this thing off and get a clamp on it. I was butted right up against the end of the fretboard. See all that glue coming out of there? Tells us that we got lots of glue in the joint, and that's a good thing. And it's not, I don't have it as tight as I can get it at this point. I'm just wiping this excess off before it goes under the clamp. Yeah, we still got a ways to go. Now I do have it as tight as I can get it. And if this doesn't feel like it's tight enough, I'll get a screw clamp and do that. Oh, I should have mentioned earlier, the truss rod is in the sound hole, the adjustment nut, so I don't have to worry about gluing the nut on at this end or anything, so I didn't even check it because obviously there's nothing to check. Okay. Yeah, when I flex it, it takes even a little more glue out there, so I'm going to put another clamp right here and see if that helps pull that down. And last but not least, I might put a strap around the thing and around the head here to pull up on a little bit, because that seems to tighten that up quite a bit. Anyway, first we'll do the other clamp. Fortunately, now I can't see my joint. Let's see what happens if I rotate this. Yeah, I closed it up some more. I got glue squeezing out there. This side looks really good, so I think we're there. Let me try this again. I'll pull back on this peg head a little bit. You know, it does give me a little tighter fit right up there when I do that, so I think I will try to get a strap on that. Unless, you know, I might be able to just set something under here and put a weight on it and pull it down that way. There's lots of ways to do this if you keep an open mind. Oh, you know, I hope you haven't been able to hear me chew gum the whole time, because I forgot I had gum in my mouth. And it's really old and nasty, so I'm chomping really hard on it. So if I've been chewing really loud this whole time, my apologies. That's kind of gross. I just weighed these because I have that technology. These things are actually 4 pounds each. So these will stay here. good. All right, I think that's going to be perfect. All right, so that's it for this video. I'm going to, it's going to have to just stay here overnight. It's 4:25 on Sunday. And we'll go ahead and do a video for next Sunday on restringing it and everything. So this is probably going to be a short one. Thanks everybody for watching. Much appreciated. Always hit the like and subscribe button. Share with your friends that are into in the weed guitar repair and building. Into the weeds, rather, not weed. Don't misconstrue that. Anyway, thanks again.